I have a confession to make. I don't always have the greatest faith. Get your coffee. It is easy, or maybe I should say it is our tendency when we are looking at the circumstances around us to become small in our faith or entirely faithless, to lose our faith completely. We are prone to fear. We get anxious over the things that all people worry about. We worry for our lives, for provision and sustenance, food and drink, clothing, housing, for our families, for our kids if you have them. There are many things that we worry for, and when we are facing challenges and storms, these worries tend to increase. When the world is in upheaval, when things around us are uncertain, we lose faith and we become fearful. And this is not as God would have us. In fact, the scriptures say that God has not given us a spirit of fear. Did you know that the commands against worry, fear, anxiety, those commands in the Bible, they outnumber nearly every other command. Repeatedly, we read things like, do not be afraid, do not fear, do not worry, and be anxious for nothing. It is commanded that we not worry. And are these commands to not worry because God has a major issue or a major problem with fear, worry, uncertainty, doubt, and anxiety? No. But he does know that you and I have a problem with being afraid, anxious, fearful, and worrying. That's why he has to remind us constantly to not be afraid. I've spoken to a number of people recently that are struggling with an increase in fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Polling suggests that many people are experiencing the same thing right now. And social media and the corporate news media, they only add to our anxieties. But Jesus comes to meet us in the midst of chaotic challenges and storms. And when he does, he says, be of good cheer. It is I. Do not be afraid. And he asks us, oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt? The answer to our fears, our anxieties and uncertainties is to trust in him. And while I don't always have the greatest faith that the outcomes I desire will come to pass, I have faith in the faithfulness of God. I've learned to trust that God will be good, that he will be faithful, that he will work mightily, and that his path will ultimately be the best, even if the path that he selects isn't the path that I would initially opt for. So don't be afraid to confess that your faith is small, and don't be afraid to ask for help to believe. Just as the man with the tormented son in Mark chapter 9 who said, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. And have faith, first and foremost, in the faithfulness of God, because when we are faithless, he remains faithful still. No matter the circumstances, no matter the storm, he remains faithful still. I hope you'll think about this. We'll see you next time.